Welcome back to the Isles, writers. Hi.
What's up, Buttercup?
You know you are welcome to change it. I just write something stupid in there.
I know, so I just want it makes you happy when I do that, so that's why I do it.
You do it because you enjoy making me look dumb because it's mine.
I mean, there's a little bit of that, but warning, if you have not finished Onyx Storm, stop right now. Go back and finish the book right now. Then come back to us. We'll be waiting for you. We just don't want to ruin anything for you since the podcast will have spoilers. I don't know, maybe the fact that we're on chapters 41 through 45 off, but FYI. Also, we say bad words and shit, so, like, if you don't like the word fuck, we're not for you. Or if you don't like talking about fucking, also not for you.
Reverse harem's not.
Okay, that's not a part of our brand. Stop. That's your brand.
Rude.
But like I said, we will be covering chapters 41 through 46 by Rebecca Yarros. That Yarros. It's like, is that an earthquake? No, it's Ramon. You know what that's from?
No, I can hear it in my head.
Romy and Michelle. We are doing a lot of throwbacks lately, though. Like this morning, for all you millennials, what did we listen to, Kai, that got us in such good moods?
The Fray.
Yeah, that's what started it, because it's a 20-year anniversary and there's a concert and we want to go. The format.
New teeny, for sure.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I listened to a little Carolina Liar, Rooney.
And then I switched it up and went to Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, I didn't go that route, but I'm never against that.
Like I said, I was just prepping for the first of the month, getting into it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I am in the middle of creating something for social media that brings us back to that time. So I'm really into the millennials, back to the 07s, 06s. I don't know if it's because of Kendrick and him bringing back, it's now cool to wear flares as well as have petty grudges. So
petty grudges, yes. I can't get behind the flare pants. I'm just the PTSD of being in middle school when it rained and the bottom of your flare pants are just wet.
You live in California.
I still have PTSD from those flare moments.
Yeah, and you're kind of short, so it makes sense.
Well, back then they didn't really have the different lengths that they have now.
I just bought a pair of Levi ones, flares. And they make me really, really happy. Flares look good on the butt. Let's not pretend.
Yeah. God has to gift you one.
Yeah.
It's where my back meets my thigh.
Yeah, I never said that. I
was just reminding you. So flares are never my friend.
Do you ever wear skinny jeans still?
Yeah. That's my choice. That or straight.
I still wear skinnies. I don't care. They look good on me.
Yeah. I'm not giving them up.
Baggy jeans don't look good on me. Middle part has never looked good on me. I don't know why I would try. So I'm just leaning into my millennialness.
I'm trying to picture you with the middle part, and I absolutely cannot.
It doesn't look good. I have too round of a face, and I have a weird widow's peak and a cowlick. So anyways, Onyx Storm.
Just a friendly reminder that theories can evolve, change, be debunked, or just be completely off the rails. Regardless, it's all for fun and not that deep. Some theories that we talked about, or some things we highlighted in the last episode: the sweetness connection between poison, the venom's breath, and the signet blocking elixir. Still really proud of myself that I have got the word signet down. Took me forever, but I did it.
I know. I'm wondering when in a year and a half, 2 years, when we come back, if you'll be able to say it.
Yeah, it's burned in there now, I think. I hope.
Good.
We continued to expand on Violet's dizziness and general feelings of being unwell. I don't know why I wrote it like that.
Unwell.
Why did poor Emil stop dedicating children before the rest? Don't look up. When I fuck up and you look at me, it makes it so much worse because then I start laughing because you're wide-eyed. You idiot.
Makes me happy. Keep going.
We debunked fated mates or fated mate adjacent, but we still just don't agree with it. And
We don't.
the theme, it's fine. We know it's not canon, but in our hearts it is.
That's what really matters.
Yes, what we feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the theme of 6 throughout the books, we meet 6 Irids. And that theme continues through these chapters too.
666. The devil's in this book. Harry Potter and the Chapter of Secrets 41. The epigraph. What we know about dragonkind is nothing compared to what we don't. Colonel Kaori's Field Guide to Dragonkind. And you don't know shit, Kaori.
Mic drop. Bitch. I just think I'm so funny. Should get better.
Okay. But, okay, so she put in Obama doing the mic drop thing. I think about that so often. Like, I think about Obama doing a mic drop a lot. God, I miss him sometimes.
He just lives rent-free in your head.
I mean, I feel like he's the hottest president we've had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So back to Harry Potter and the Chapter of Secrets 41. So yeah, the Irids decide to make an appearance. Also, the Irids don't play by the same rules because they're out here willy-nilly speaking to humans who don't belong to them. They also have a bit of a tood, and when Vi asks, "Do you speak our language?" the dragons respond with, "We are magic." Well, let's get into it.
We can't
Okay.
even make it a paragraph without, like, tangents today.
Okay, but this was, I feel like, tangent worthy. This line, though, "We are magic." Not only does this help mine and your theory about the Irids and how they get their power, but I really feel like it's a double whammy with not only Andarna being the damn answer for her tail, being able to be the antidote and cure the venom, but also Irids being able to change magic because they are magic. This is why Irids don't bond, not because they abhor violence, but because giving a human that type of power is fucking risky. It's risky business, as Tom Cruise would say. Put in the wrong hands, could you imagine the chaos and like damage it would cause if a human that's like, humans are often violent in nature, which is why Aaron isn't about to bond with one, because after all this time, we're still shifty. So yes, Violet Signet is dreamwalking, but I think she has so much more power than that because she has access to Andarna, who is just pure magic.
Yeah, like I was saying, you know, the whole lesser magic, like they have access to other magic generally. Like that's all that she gets from Mandarna. And I know this is at the end of the chapter, so we're just like getting started with this conversation. But they say, and you are our very hope, have handed this human something far more dangerous to wield, haven't you? And they had said, we are magic. And Darna handed Violet something far more dangerous to wield, aka pure magic, pure power.
Case closed.
We're right.
Obviously.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that we are wrong.
And if you say it, you're wrong. So
Married to this theory, sorry, but I'm married to this one.
Yes. I mean, it's pretty canon, isn't it?
Well, I was so non-committal for 2 books, and here I am, like, just
willy-nilly. Like those.
I believe in polygamy with my theories.
This is true. Why choose? You know? The Irids notice that Andarna is also an Irid, but they're like, well, why do you choose black as your resting color? And then she said, which is kind of racist, but it's acceptable in Navarre. They call her the criterion, which means a standard on which a judgment or decision may be based. Taryn shows up and is full on peacocking, being like, my human. And Andarna is like, no, they won't hurt her. They're my family, and she's my human too. The judgy Irid lets the dragons know that they have no interest in the humans, and they only have come to speak to the Irid. Then a judgy Irid is like, what did you do to your tail? at Adarna because, ew, she's a scorpion tail and they're all feather tails. They get all grumpy and are like, what have they done to you? And Adarna's like, nothing. I chose my tail. It's my right upon transition from juvenile to adolescent. They ask why she chose it, and she starts explaining that she blinked in and out of consciousness in my shell. But then the Irids only become interested in this whole story when she starts talking about presentation and threshing. They're extremely judgy, which they might be kind of fun to hang out with, to be honest. With her bonding as a juvenile, she goes on with her story about Jack and Orin, how Vi defended her, and Xaden and the rebellion, and how she slowed time. Once again, judgy Irids are like, you use your juvenile gift for a human, and Darna corrects her for my human. She's part of me as I am her. You undervalue our connection. And then they apologize. But these dragons really do apologize, but they're fucking dicks.
They are very like, bless your.
Yes. So threshing, in the Bible, threshing is a process of separating grain from straw and is used figuratively to symbolize judgment and purification. And the Irid is like, why would you participate in harvest?
Which harvest is what the bonding process with griffins is called. It's interesting that flyers use the same term as the Irids.
That is interesting.
It's so obnoxious.
We know we say interesting a lot, guys, okay?
But we're really just fascinated by all of this. It all is interesting.
So interesting, you know? Maybe it should be like mind-boggling. I'm gonna start. Once again, Terrence saying, tales coming in based on need. We find out that they do not bond with humans, and they respond with a, we don't live with humans. And Darna asks if it's just the 6 of them, because of course it's 6. And she's like, nah, there's hundreds of them, which, okay. Irids don't live with humans. I'm convinced Irids live with gods. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyways. Specifically, maybe they live up in the sky with maybe Amari, the queen of gods, maybe all the gods, unclear. But there are only 6 dragon dens on the mainland, but I think there's 1 in the sky.
I mean, that's a great place to store hundreds of dragons.
Yeah, where else would they go?
Yeah, these tiny ass isles.
No. Hundreds of them? No. And Darna keeps going on with their story, which apparently lasts hours. She must have ADHD, you know? Can't.
I don't know what to say. She's long-winded like my child.
Long story short, but not
She's
short.
Dorit.
She is Dorit. She ends with, that's why we're here, to ask if you'll come home to fight with us, to see if the knowledge was passed down of how the Vanna were defeated during the Great War, or if you know how to cure them. And I'd like to know my family.
So Vi signs to Riddick. I don't think this is going as well as she thinks it is. And Riddick replies with, why? She's incredible, brave, fierce, vicious, everything the Empyrean respects. And I just love him for like listing all these great things about her. And I just love getting to know Riddick in this book. Like this episode is a lot of like Riddick love.
There is a lot of Riddick here.
I look obsessed with him.
Well, the key is he's saying everything that the Empyrean respects. Irids do not respect the Empyrean. So, right thought, sweet thought, but different values.
But I mean, incredible, brave, fierce. It's the vicious that's more Empyrean aligned.
But I don't even feel like brave, fierce. I don't feel like Irids like that either. I feel like, no, we're peaceful, boring folk.
They want you to conform.
Mm-hmm. They're like hobbits. They don't want to go on any adventures. They just stay at home. That's what Irids are.
Oh my god, are we hobbits?
Yeah. We're having Hobbit Girl winter. Mm-hmm. I'm not having Hobbit Girl summer. No, I'm gonna.
I will have that hairless feet.
God, Chelsea.
Chelsea doesn't have hairless or hairy feet.
But we like to think she does.
She's pocket sized.
The Irids disregard her and yell at Violet. You allowed her to channel as a juvenile. You took her into war. And Darna yells back, it was my choice. And then they look at her, Finding Nemo Finn, aka her little sad wing, and they say, we've seen enough. And they ask for some privacy and go in the water to have a little shit talking sesh.
It was a bless your heart moment when they excused themselves politely for a moment of privacy and then proceeded to talk shit in private.
I mean, it is the respectful thing to do.
Absolutely, but just such a bless your heart moment. They're from the South.
Yes. Southern hobbits. You know how they are. They're like, let's put this show on the road. It's time for second breakfast. And Darna won't shut up.
I quote Second Breakfast with Rowan all the time.
Well,
And Ryan.
Kids do want second breakfast.
They are hobbits. Our kids are hobbits.
I don't even have first breakfast, but don't come at me with that. And Darna asked if she passed the test, and one of the Irids let her know she was never the one being tested. Then looks at Vi and is like, you were. Vi's like, I'm sorry. And she responds back with, you should be. You failed. What a biggity bitch.
They're so mean. I was so defensive of Andarna. Like, I want to protect her. Like, fuck this lady.
No, like the grand dam of Irids is being like a total biscuit.
Of all the things we say, and then you're like, she's a biscuit.
Well, I got that from Grandma Pam. I can't wait to have her on the podcast one day. And Darna argues that Violet has never failed her, and one of the males says the fact that you defend her actions is a testament to their failure as a society. Violet loves me, and the female says she uses you. She took advantage of a vulnerable child. She used your power as an instrument of warfare, forced your premature growth, and look what you've become. And Darna hisses, you think I'm broken. And the male says, we think you're a weapon. She thanks them, and they're like, actually, it's not a compliment. Our breed is born for peace, not violence like others. God, poor, her owner is named Violent, so doesn't bode well.
No, as we've been calling her Violence 2.0.
I know. You were left behind as the criterion, the measurement of their growth, their ability to choose tranquility and harmony with all living things. We hoped you would return to tell us the humans have evolved, that they have blossomed under the wardstones and no longer use magic as a weapon, but instead you have shown us the opposite. Such dickish behavior. They would not be in my top 8, you know?
They're not invited to the harem.
No, I'm not choosing them.
No choose.
No choose. No choose. Should we say no? There's an MMC we don't like. No choose.
No choose.
And kind has not learned their lesson. They look at Atrum and they say, you gifted your human ice, and then says to Taryn, and you armed yours with lightning. And you, Tindarnet, our very hope, have handed this human something far more dangerous to wield. Haven't you? I feel like they did this when they said it, you know?
They snapped their claws.
Yes. Their claws.
It's not lost on me that they said gifted to Atrum and armed to Taryn.
Well, and like right there, I think Riddick says that's not how signets work. But then I'm like, maybe it is. We don't trust these dragons in anything they tell us.
No, I mean, I trust Taryn, and I would.
But Taryn
dragons
say that he keeps dragon secrets all the time. So there's a lot to think about there. Some might say it compelling or riveting,
thought-provoking,
but never interesting.
No. The Irids said, we'd hoped you would return to tell us the humans had evolved. They had blossomed under the ward stones and no longer use magic as a weapon, but instead have shown us opposite. Okay, one, isn't this silly of dragons? Dragons assume that they're inferior, which they're fucking dragons, of course they are. But did they expect change with no influence? But also, notice their use of ward stones, plural, as in they assume more than one was up and running.
Right? So Erasure was going, or is there a different one?
Yeah, like, is there more than just the 2 that we know of?
Who's to say?
Why choose a ward stone?
I choose. I would take the Erasure one. I just don't think Basgiath is my vibe.
No. The people that run it, fucking dorks.
Lily died there. It's just trauma filled. It's just
Yes.
Bade died there.
I think like that's a good thing though. Well, I mean, it's sad that a dragon died, but Bade was not a good dragon.
No, he was corrupted as fuck.
Really though. Fuck those dragons. The bad dragons, not the good
Fuck
dragons.
them dragons. Yeah. Like, what chapter is this, Kai?
Chapter music 42.
Perfect.
Vi is a little confused as to what she was handed because, as far as she is aware, she has not manifested a second signet. The Irid is hella accusatory, telling Sweet Violence 2.0, "You have weaponized your magic, even your tail. You've become the very thing we abhor, the horror we fled from." Vi is having none of the shit talking about her sweet baby angel. Then the meanie Irid starts blaming Violet for what she made her into. Turns out they've been watching the Quest Squad on their journey and say it's not peace they seek, but victory. While saying this, the Irid is eyeing Crod and Stigale's arrival. Andarna asks if they care that people will die. The tallest Irid replies, "Perhaps they should. Perhaps the corrupted ones should devour the land in its entirety. Only when they are faced with starvation will they confront the evil they've become. Either they'll die off and the land will regenerate, or they'll confront the abominations they've become and change."
Lot to unpack here. So, maybe Sanal and Dune are regenerating. And the reason that Hedotus being so pale and no magic is because Venin are on the Isle, or at least they were, because 150 years ago, their land could have possibly been drained from Venin. And that's the real reason that they built on top of their city. They're hiding it. Or maybe that's just like a Venin layer down there. You know how in Seattle we have the underground tour? Maybe
Yeah.
underground Venin layer tour place.
They have tours to go see like the Venom level of the city.
Venin. Mm-hmm. You never know. It's a real tourism racket they got going.
That's what they're going for. Hedotus was just like testing out tourism with Zayden and all.
And maybe those purple eyes that they have, that whatever, I forget what it is, that they eat the
Spirit
thing.
Fate or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, make their eyes purple. Maybe they just do that to hide their red eyes.
Interesting thought.
Thanks.
I wonder if that, because like it affects the color. You might be onto something. I say that a lot, but
I awesome, but
I fucking can't. It's really the confront the abominations they've become and change. It just, I'm thinking about this nonstop. Like, we get into it more, but what happens if you confront yourself?
real changes when you confront yourself. Michael
That's
Jackson sang a song, I'm starting with a man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways.
And
Is what the Irids are asking them to do.
I immediately went to my therapist and her saying, like, you need to sit in your discomfort. And I feel like that's what the Venom do, kind of like sit in their discomfort.
That is a banger. Okay.
Then Andarna asks, how do they do that? And the female Irid responds with, their offspring could evolve, perhaps, but notes others are arriving and that they need to get a move on. Andarna responds with, if this is the cure for the dark, this is the cure for the dark wielders to evolve. And the female Irid responds that there is no cure. There may not be a cure, but what if there is a way to evolve and adapt by serum?
And it says their offspring could evolve, perhaps. So let's just say that our girl Lilith was in fact Venin, like we claim, and we're often having interesting, compelling thoughts. Hell, maybe even Asher was Venin. But if Violet is offspring, what does our girl need to do to evolve? Besides staring at the man in the mirror.
Like,
It was so hard for you not to say interesting, but keep going.
fuck, compelling, but just, it's so compelling.
Mm-hmm. Thought provoking.
Really thought provoking.
Mm-hmm.
If Lilith really was Venin and Asher is maybe you just have to, God, make a baby with a god, and that's how you evolve your offspring. And maybe Asher like has a little god in him.
Don't we all?
And Darna then says if they trade their soul, surely they can get it back. The female responds with, it is not a trade. The soul is not kept by the earth as dark wielders steal its magic. The power exchange kills. It's, have you ever seen that, the sword show where like they make knives? Forged in Fire?
I have sex, so I don't.
I hate you. Well, in Forged in Fire, like one of the knives will like he'll cut and be like, it will kill. And so that's why, yeah. Anyway. I hate you.
I'm the fucking dork. Got it. Keep going.
You're so mean to me.
I hate you 10 times a day. I'm
the one that called you a fucking dork earlier. And you're like, I'm the fucking dork. Okay, anyways, the Irid says the power exchange
really
because I see you. I have to like block your face.
Rude.
Because I see you laughing and then I fucking start laughing. It's the worst.
I like to laugh. Laughing's my favorite.
The power exchange kills the soul one piece at a time, and death has no cure. Not kept by the earth, so Malik, where you commend souls, is he holding it? Where exactly do these pieces of soul go? Is Malik just beer bonging souls all day long? Will Violet be able to barter to get his back? Or will Indarna's tail be the antidote? Find out next week on Days of Our Lives.
Like sand in an hourglass, so are the days. Does Malik commend these souls in the Bay of Malik? Is the treacherous waters that so many fear, whether it's the water surrounding Hedonis or the Emerald Bay, actually just it's Malik and not some scary kraken? Is it Davy Jones' locker where they're trying to collect souls? Something to ponder. I feel like anyone could barter with Malik. It would be Vi. He's still trying to win our girl over. I mean, he sent Liam, our little angel baby, to make sure she didn't break. What skin does Malik have in the game? If Malik was bad, he wouldn't be trying to save Vi. Or what if it's more like a power exchange that kills the soul one piece at a time, really, and it's just poisoning the soul? So rather than the soul going anywhere, what if the soul is still intact, but it's just poison? So Malik doesn't actually have the soul. The soul is still there. They just need that.
I mean, maybe Malik has like a tether on it. So this could tie into confronting who they are. The antidote is the cure to the poison, and confronting who they are somehow gets them to chit chat with Malik to get their soul back.
Yeah, like Violet could have to just play a game of beer pong to win it.
Rock, paper, scissors.
And does the intention for turning make a difference for how the soul gets poisoned? Xaden has not channeled for pure power like most Venin do. He's channeled for love. Isn't love one of the most powerful things? So when it comes to confronting who he is, it's not that bad, is it? A man that would do anything to protect his loved ones. He's sacrificing himself. A man who compromises and isn't selfish. Damn. They don't make them like they used to.
The variables for all of this is just like absolutely insane because we don't know if channeling for love makes a difference. I feel like it would, and maybe that's the only way you can actually get your soul back is how you channeled and the intention.
And then, well, I mean, if you want to get woo-woo about it, like energy, positive and negative energy, if you're going to, steal magic or channel magic, it would make a difference for the intention.
Going back to threshing, it's figuratively to symbolize judgment and purification. So Malik is judging like how you did it, and if you didn't, he judges you and you get to go away. Like if you did it for the wrong reasons.
Or you said judges you, and I immediately I had Ross saying, "Ugly baby judges you."
I just wonder if he will be able to get his soul back.
I think his soul's still there. It just like think about we have a shadow wielder. What if his soul has just become like shadows in him? Like it's not fully gone, it's a shadow. And he can control shadows. So why couldn't he try to control his soul if it's just like withering away?
Now I'm picturing the Little Mermaid.
I know, me too.
Okay, so Xaden, he hears them say, that there is no cure, and I feel like this is where he realizes he can't stop it, only manage it. So he knows he has to imbue something with his soul so he never loses it. So I retract where I said I think he imbues his ring earlier. I think he had already had it made, but got the imbuing idea with his soul here. This is where he got the idea. So I retract my first theory, and now we're changing into this.
Because theories, they change and they evolve.
Proof of that, and I can say that I don't agree with it.
I mean, that's the whole point of just like my whole Brennan reel that is still popping off.
We don't think Brennan's bad.
I don't think he's bad. It was just before when he was being a little shifty, but now I think I know his intention of being shifty.
I agree. The Irids have had enough after Indarna asks how the Dark Wielders were defeated in the Great War. There is one that doesn't feel like he has heard enough, though. Riddick catches Garrick and Xaden up by signing because the Irids can hear them through the bond. He shares that there is no cure for Venom and that the Irids won't help them. The Irids and Indarna both agree that each other is disappointing. The spicy Irid male says, the world was not ready for you, and though it is no fault of your own, we cannot accept you. Leothan may feel differently, but our majority has determined you are an Irid in scale and name only, Indarna. You will not be allowed entrance to our isle, nor instruction in our ways. We part here and wish you peace.
When Indarna's like, I can burn Dark Wielders, are we the key to defeating them? You are magic, yet all you seek to use it for is violence. So if Indarna's magic, wouldn't she be able to heal magic? We know she can change it. So if the stolen magic is poisoning them, why couldn't she heal the magic with the venom? Create peace in the magic. And yes, a scorpion tail may seem like a weapon on the outside, but really it's just an antidote, which is peace. So she is being a peaceful little Irid, but they don't want to listen to her.
So mean. They're like the bully of dragons, for sure.
For sure.
The mean girls.
The plastics.
Yeah, the Irids are the plastics. Good call. That's what we're going to start calling them.
The plastics. That's their name.
100%. Leothan is kind of a homie, though, because he asks questions that matter, which is if Violet knew she was a juvenile when she bonded. Violet explains that she didn't realize that all baby dragons are golden feather tails until adolescence. And the female butts in and asks, how could you align yourself with this? And Violet thinks that she is talking about Indarna still, when the female Irid calls Xaden an abomination, and he has stuck his toes back in the venom pond and said, oh, well, I guess he didn't die. They were just red. She and Darna, when the female Irid calls Xaden an abomination and then says, your kind is beyond redemption. The layers at Sigale and then pieces out, except after they take off, Xaden's eyes go back to the new normal, amber eyes. Xaden shuts Violet out, and Darna retreats into the jungle. It's a fucking train wreck. Taryn takes on Indarna since he's fireproof, and now Riddick knows why Violet wants to find a cure so bad and tells her to come clean. Let the rain fall down.
Walk away.
I'm coming clean.
This is probably the best one you've ever done. So I want you to get a gold star. And if we're one to give patches for names, it would be for this one.
I like the next one too.
I'm not there yet. One at a time.
Thank you. I get one gold star.
Pirates of the Chapter Being 43. You're such an idiot.
I know. I feel like they're just solid dad jokes.
They are. Pirates of the Chapter Being. If possible, hunt the enemy during the day. Their markings are so easily hidden by the shadows of night that it would not surprise me to find that they walk among us. Venom. a compendium by Captain Drake Cordella, The Nightwing Drift.
So he clearly wrote this before teaming up with the Iron Squad. And we know that that little bitch JB confirms with initiates ASIMs were all traceable to one another, but the Great Hall could fill with sages and mavens, and I'd never know, neither would you. But I wonder if Violet ever shared that tidbit with everyone. I don't know that she did.
I think that Violet is smart with her knowledge, and it's one thing that, like, Xaden has kind of taught her, like, no, we keep seeing some things close to the chest, like how they hide their signets for a while, or well, some of them. Because it's a way to attack the enemy.
I just feel like that's like a really vital information or piece of information. Obviously, they get to it the next chapter, but like, she should have shared. She's not very good with picking and choosing what to share with people, as we know.
I'm not really either, so I get it. Riddick gets the Cliff Notes version, but Vi promises she will tell him the full story when they can have some privacy. While they're waiting for everyone to get back, Vi tells them that there's no point in going to Loisum. Okay, I did it? Okay, Loisum. They have guards, but no army. We can establish a diplomatic tie, but they won't help us win a war. She gets temporarily distracted by Xaden's beauty, which is totally understandable, and we don't judge her for it at all, but says that they should go home. They don't know what's waiting for them and what Colonel Assface has in store for them. Correction, General Assface.
So Riddick just being a top tier friend for everyone in the squad. I love him so much in this book. Like, he's definitely invited to the harem.
I know, like our listener, shout out, hi. I am not seeing the Riddick, and it's not just her. There's people online that really think that Riddick's the one that turns, but I'm not seeing it.
I'm gonna get into why I don't see it.
Oh, do you? Sorry. I didn't see it on there.
Like twice, actually.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'm just setting you up, Kai. It's fine. Atrium, Vi, and Riddick head into the jungle so Vi can spill the venin tea. Vi gives a non-apology for not telling him that Xaden is waiting in the venin pond. Riddick is not impressed with all the secrets in Vi's silver hair, and they disagree if it's just the tip of the venin is in Vaden, just to see how it feels, or like 20%. For once, Riddick is not impressed with being a part of a super exclusive club. Unclear if it's because there will be no patch provided. But when it comes down to it, he just cares about Violet and her safety. She is hell-bent on saving our beautiful angel of darkness. No matter what Debbie Downer Irids say, she will find the damn cure or create one, okay? Just not giving up on the man she loves.
Her mantra came into play here. She literally said, I will save him.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, that prologue epigraph came in.
On chapter 43. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what did you say?
Pirates of the chapter be in.
43. Sorry, I just wanted to give you the credit and say it as much.
Like I said, I think I just love a good dad joke, okay?
I just feel like you're going to try to put this in for each book that we do. It'll be a random one. It'll make me laugh with a different gif. You love it.
I'm going to keep having fun with it.
As you should, Kai. You should.
Once again, Riddick is a a solid friend. He's like,
Alec,
how compelling of you. Riddick's like, not good enough. Give me a real, logical line he has to cross for you to walk away, and I'll keep the secret. I'll help you scour every fucking book you can find. I'm here for the I'm going to save my man at all costs mantra, and we'll be on your side in this horrifically dangerous situation if you can just acknowledge that there's a breaking point. You can put all your faith in him as long as you leave a little logic for yourself. And that is a fucking loyal friend. Not seeing suspicious here.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said the save my man at all costs, and it just reminded me of stand by your man. Pat Toynette. No?
What song or where's that from?
It's what Emily says for Jesus Shugs.
Oh God, it's been a minute.
What country song? Anyways. Vi gets so worked up that she has some lightning shoot out of her. Riddick is now worried that Zayden will think funny business was going down. Spoiler alert, he does not. Vi apologizes and says again, I will save him. And it's not just because she loves him so much. It's because if she doesn't find a way to cure him, the war is lost. Riddick wants to know what the line is. Vi decides the line is that if he killed another rider without cause, hurt civilians, hurt her friends, or hurt dragons, or hurts her, because if he hurts Vi, he isn't him anymore. Riddick's like, okay, I got your back, girl, but stop keeping shit to yourself. The four of us are stronger together. Zayden's chilling by a tree. Riddick tries to act like he isn't scared of him. Riddick then needs to tell bad girl Riri, Sawyer, and Jacinia, because Jacinia needs to know what she's researching for, and the three of them can help protect her, especially from the other venom that would come and try to kill Vi, because killing her is the easiest way to kill Zayden. Hey, first deer called. It would like its problem back.
I really appreciate Riddick's bravery in saying to Zayden, I also don't want you to think that just because you're scary, I'm scared of you, which I'm not. And Zayden, his response just, you are. What did you decide? Like, move on.
You are. He's like, I can fucking read you, you idiot.
Riddick really tried to be brave, and I can respect that, but Zayden just sees right through that. And Riddick also says to Zayden, he demands that she tells Rhiannon Sawyer and Jacinia, and Jacinia, like, Riddick is really paying attention, like, knowing to include her. Like, people, I feel like, did not give him enough credit for paying attention because he was just like silly little guy, but no, silly little guy.
I actually talk about it a little bit later, so it's funny. Zayden asks, how come not Ados? And Riddick is like, nah, man, doesn't have the cool kid clearance level yet. Zayden says she doesn't care who she tells, her safety is the most important thing.
Dane gets some credit. He's like, well, I'm proud of how far Ados has come in the rule bending department. He's not ready to graduate to this particular level. Like, we are all proud of Dane. Just really want to boost him up a little bit since we talked so much shit about him.
That was our whole podcast.
Up until this book, yeah.
Yeah. Which maybe that's why we've gotten significantly better.
It's the Dane love.
I know. It was Dane and JB. They were dragging us down.
JB always drags us down.
Known for that. Riddick wants to clear up that lightning strike wasn't from any funny business. Zayden's like, yeah, I know. It wasn't a big enough strike, which isn't at all important to the story, but it's important to me.
Riddick was like, I don't know that we're back to dick jokes. I don't know that we ever were, but Zayden's made a couple at this point.
Well, BDE. Vi tells Zayden not to shut her out because of the whole Irids calling him an abomination thing. Zebebe feels guilty because he feels like he fucked up the whole mission, and he thinks that because of that, they should take some space. Damn it, I say space, and all of a sudden I have, wide open space. Because he thinks that he's the worst possible thing for this mission, for his province, and for her. She's like, yeah, I hear you, but I don't need a moment. I love you, you big, beautiful dumbass. Let me know when you're done being a brooding baby back bitch. Word for word, that's what she said. It takes 10 days to get to Deverelli. Zayden is keeping his distance. Andarna is barely speaking. Kitty Cat is heartbroken but silent, like a true royal, and Vi feels like a failure. Mira wants to know if Vi's all right. Dane is being an observant son of a gun and is very much aware about how much space is between him and Vi. Peter tingles on his signet growing.
That's what, Dane has the annoying habit of continuously measuring how far Zayden and I sit apart, and his eyes before meeting my gaze, he smartly keeps his mouth shut. Sweet baby Dane is working on his observing skills instead of his hands-on approach, and I think that has to do with his honing on his signet.
Magic's boosting that boy up. Gotta have a balance.
Magic and us, we're boosting Dane.
We're raising the roof. Such fucking idiots. They get to Basgiath. Rhi hugs her. Riddick bear hugs them both and gives her all the hot goss and how Vi was just riling everybody up. Then all of our favorite second years are hugging, and then Vi finally voices that they failed. Kind of sad.
But I love that Riddick Makes Cat get into the hug with Marin too. Like we have our core Iron Squad and then the bonus additions. So that's when we consider them the squad. When we have Matt, Cat and Marin in. They're just one now.
That's their couple name, Matt.
Either Matt or Karen.
You're getting your lesbian thing that you really wanted. Not bi and kitty cat. No,
It's Karen.
it's Karen. Well, that's unfortunate. General Assface Ados is there and tells Kat she's one step closer to the throne. Then he gives her a missive from our favorite silver-haired villain, which I kind of like Theophany. Like, I know I'm supposed to say that, but I do kind of like her. Violet, I do hope you had a marvelous time on your journey. Though, your right looked a little haggard, bitch, when you flew over Paris. I do wonder why you went to so much effort when I have the one thing you seek above all else. Do enjoy the time you have with your friends until our next rendezvous. Don't worry, I'm making all the arrangements. T.
Okay, you just said you kind of like her, and then you're like, what a bitch. But what if Theophany is actually good, but has to play the bad girl part? Could you fucking imagine?
That
Like she's really on Violet's side this entire time. She's leading the prophecy to like save everyone from the venom, but has to play double agent.
Maybe. It's Lyra's long game. I'm stuck on it. It's not. I'm not against that.
I just know, like, if we frame it that way, maybe just like every time we're doing a chapter, put both lenses on. Maybe she's good.
Maybe.
And then Vi murders her, and now no good can happen.
Zayden and Vi do their mind speak thing, and she's like, it's from Theophany, and she saw us by her Paris? Pavis. I wrote Pavis, and I swear to God, it switched it to Paris. They went to the Eiffel Tower. They got beignets. The jet lag fucked them up, and that's why they looked haggard. This happens to everyone.
This is like when autocorrect changes Taryn's name to Train.
Just love that band so much.
They had a really nice flight over Paris, so it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Scenic route.
Zay Bebe is like, well, she can't get to you here. I wrote here as in here. Really fucking killing now. Can't get you here. And Viola's like, well, she did, so. Okay. So Ados, by the way, Assface Ados, not Dane, is reminding me of Michael Scott when he has news that people want to hear. And so he just drags it fucking out. Like, he took so long to say who actually died.
Just making everyone panic.
Like,
and
my uncle, just not saying anything. But he finally lets the cat out of the bag. Not kitty cat, to be clear. Queen Mariah is dead.
R.I.P.
Mwah, mwah.
I'm not gonna read the epigraph, but it's just funny because that girl hates her job just like us.
No, she's like, I am not meant for a 9 to 5. I'm gonna start a fucking podcast.
Agatha, I feel you, Agatha Mayfair.
Agatha. She's a colonel too.
Good day, chap. 44. Leadership separates everyone and interrogates them for 12 hours, but it's okay because King Tory forbade any form of punishment since he is glad to have Arik back. So laughing. I liked it. I liked your good day, chap. When describing being interrogated, Violet says they go over the trip details so many times for so many hours that I start to worry if they're looking for holes in our stories or if they suspect we had more than rare text to guide us. It's tedious and exhausting, but at least I get to see Markham's face twist with jealousy from across the room on the few occasions he sits in on my sessions. And I just think it's poetic justice here because that guy fucking sucks.
I was thinking about it. I bet you Markham fucking hated Asher. You know, he's sent on all these quests to look at the Isles, and he's like, fine, I'm going to take your daughter under her wing. I'm going to put her in the archives. Nuh-uh, that's not what happens.
Asher was always like one step above him.
Mhm.
Fuck Markham.
Fuck
Well,
you.
that's karma. Mira and Garrick head back to the front while the rest of the quest squad heads back to class. They realize shit went down while they were off gallivanting in the Isles. Saniva falls, but it's weirdly out of place. There's hella red all over Krovla, and the Venin are moving quickly, and King Tori is still not letting people in. What if the king is choosing to not let people in to essentially feed the Venin army? He's very clearly not a good guy. He knows about the Venin. Like, why would he want to keep his borders closed when he could utilize those people in his army?
It's a good question. Why does Corden still stand? There's places built. The palace was built like they don't ever feel like they're going to be run over by Venin too. So they just, why?
Yeah, they're really confident that, like, they're untouchable, essentially.
I wonder why.
Maybe Tori and him are buddies, secret buddies, rendezvous buddies. I was about to do it.
Yeah. Maybe they'd be fucking, you know?
I love that for them. I mean, that's great. Everybody deserves to get it in, but they suck. Each other. They get a pat on the back for securing 40,000 soldiers and then back to discussing strategy and where to place soldiers. They then talk about the fall of Saniva, the fourth largest city, and how everyone was burned to death, and all it took was 12 Wyvern and 12 Venin to take out 25,000 people. Professor Keandra tells them if they do not rip this tactic apart, they will use it again and again. Professor De Vera tells them to start thinking or they are all dead. Shadow Zayden.
Yeah.
Shadow Daddy Zayden pops in at that moment to ask what was in the armory. Turns out it was 6 crates of freshly delivered alloy-hilted daggers that the Venin so kindly took for themselves.
Milgren was the one who wrote the letter about the weapons to the Queen, R.I.P. Was this Panchek's doing in leadership, leaking? Or can we not trust Gus too? Or is it our boy Bougie BT, aka now King Takaris? Are Bougie BT and the fucking wise king who's not wise, are they in cahoots?
I would think so because, like, Takaris wanted that power.
Yeah.
And weird, Queen Mariah magically dies in all this fire by Wyvern and Venin.
Yeah, no. And then he doesn't seem to even give a care that the Venin are out. Just
Give a care.
they don't even give a care. Sorry, it's from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah.
I know, I wasn't ready for the reference.
Okay, we say it a lot, actually.
I quote J-Rock more times than I want to admit.
Fuck. God, I feel like I need to watch some of that. But only a little bit. I can't watch it too much.
Not the first season, like a couple seasons in. Just a couple episodes here and there.
So, it's something to think about. But I do feel like Bougie BT and King Takar, which is now King Takaris, and King Tori are in cahootsies.
There's definitely some collusion behind or
Oh, sorry. Did you watch that show?
what show?
It's not up your alley. The League about fantasy football.
I was watching it with Ryan, and then he chose to watch, like, we had started it together, and then he watched it all without me, so then I never committed to it. I thought that was really rude, and so I just...
Okay, let's actually talk about this. There's nothing worse than you are watching something like buddy watching with your husband, and they go ahead.
It's rude. It just pissed me off, and then I'm, like, turned off from the show because I got ditched while watching it.
No, that's happened to me multiple times, and John's like, have you caught up? I'm like, no, fuck you, you bitch. We were watching it together.
And it's like, why would I watch shows with you now when you might just, like, watch them without me?
And Zayden would never.
Violet is piecing together that the Venin knew about the shipment, so she asks who knew about the shipment scheduled, and Devera confirms that there are traitors in the ranks. There are thunderstorms in Saniva from 5 to midnight, and the Venin flew within the cloud. Violet knows how they did it, but she does not want to be right. A third year says Venin value their lives, and no reasonable rider flies within a thunderstorm. Vi pipes up with, I do. I can direct my strikes within a cloud just like I did during the battle here in December, which means I could theoretically control the natural strikes and move a riot within a thunderstorm with relative safety after about 20 years of practice. She was with them, their lightning wielder. I guess that's how the textile fire started and probably what took out their dragons, and figures out Theophany is a maven. Devera asks, who do they send to counter her? Rhys says to send Violet. After battle brief, Riddick makes Rhys and Sawyer go to the archives with him and Vi for a super secret meeting, except they don't know it's a super secret meeting yet.
Super sick.
So somebody reached out to us about Riddick being sus, and I have been looking for clues that Riddick is hiding something, but I literally cannot find it. Not to say that they aren't there and I'm not just dumb, which is very probable, but we aren't done with the book yet. So I'm going through everything with him line by line, but I'm just kind of falling in love with Riddick more this round of reading. I just keep finding Riddick to be like a solid ass friend. For instance, when Rhys and Sawyer were bickering after Rhys suggested Violet counter Theophany, Rhys starts to say, you could ask Sleeshug too, and Sawyer cuts her off with, Sleeshug isn't Taryn, and I'm not about to ask him to make exceptions for me, not when he risked bonding a repeat in the first place. And Rhys clearly feeling spicy because she says you'd rather spend your time consulting with the retirees. You're still a writer, Sawyer. And Riddick, being the man of reason in this book, comes to Sawyer's defense and says, maybe we should ease up. Riddick is just like really entering his protector era, and I love him. He defended Sawyer in chapter 41, Violet again in chapter 43, and that's just this episode.
I just feel like he pushes when he needs to. He asks the hard questions of Violet, and when he pushes Sawyer when it's the appropriate time. I look at it kind of like from a psychological standpoint. Yes, that Riddick is a goof and sometimes lets his inside thoughts come outside, but he has impeccable comedic timing. And one that has good comedic timing is usually knows how to read a room or is like observant of people. So I think he's just more tuned in of like seeing how people are feeling.
He spent the last year studying everyone, and now he like knows how to respond.
So he was like, "Is now a good time for a dick joke?" No, okay. No. Push
That shows growth.
Yeah, it is grow. He's growing. He's a grower, not a shower.
Rhiannon, being the most observant human, notices Violet didn't even smile at Xaden when he popped into battle brief. Hottie with the naughty body Justinia pops in to join the super secret meeting without realizing it because she's definitely an honorary member of the squad. Her and Sawyer share a moment, and I love that for them. Justinia hands Violet a package from a seamstress in Chantara that she was able to intercept before Dick Dad Ados could get to it. They get a private room, and before it begins, Vi has a really encouraging moment with Sawyer, and he admits to her he thinks he could keep his seat. Mounting is what intimidates him. Justinia says to make it quick because they shouldn't be there, so Violet just immediately says and signs, Xaden is slowly turning Venom.
I had, but I said it last time, so I was trying not to say it. Chapter Jurassic Park 45.
You didn't actually say it out loud. So you saying it was the first time I heard it.
Chapter.
It's like I said, I just didn't hear it out loud, and it was just the tone was perfect. I think this is my favorite.
And then she has the gif of the T-Rex eating the guy on the lawyer on the can.
An appropriate gif of it.
I'm glad it was that and not Jeff, like with his shirt done. Like, this feels more.
This is on brand.
But I will look at Jeff with his shirt undone.
Absolutely, any day.
Any day.
Pop into the harem for sure.
I'll have him Dark Daddy. I'll have him Silver Fox Daddy. I will take it anytime, any place, anywhere. Even at Chapter Jurassic Park. I'll do it. I'll let him do it.
It sounds so dirty. Chapter ass.
But I mean, think about it. I think that Jeff Goldblum would be, if he was in a fantasy, he would be Shadow Daddy.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was a good villain in Thor.
Yeah, he was a great villain in Thor. He was really funny.
Yeah, like I would sit on his face with dark hair, silver hair, like this was about to be a Dr. Seuss book.
I was just remembering that I have already quoted him. Dr. Malcolm. Oh, you guys didn't sign up for this, but you did. An invisible hand is on her throat as lightning strikes in the distance. Fear is pumping through her veins. The sage says, "Quit fighting it. Quit fighting me." And Darna screams in pain. The sage says, "Such emotion. Don't worry, it will fade in time." Fuck you. Then the sage says, "I'll allow you to help her this time. Just submit. Come to me, accept where you belong, and you'll find a freedom like no other." Vi says, "If I don't, then you'll find I have ways to bring you to heal." The sage brings out the sword of Tyrandor with the emerald adorning the top of the hilt. Wisps of silver hair blow in the breeze at the edge of my vision, and the sword rushes towards my chest. Wake! I just always pictured Taryn, and when I tried to do it that one time. Now, obviously, I wrote that from Violet's perspective, but what we now know is she was seeing through Zayden's eyes in the dream, and the silver wisp in the priff was Vi, not Theophany. Just so you know, guys. Vi's freaking out and reaches out to the bond. Both the dragons are sleeping, and she can feel Zayden's shields down because he's sleeping, but there's a stirring. Vi sees her package, that's what she said, Justinia gave her, and it's a Deverelli silk nightgown with a note from Zayden. "For the nights I can't sleep next to you, X. X gonna give it to you."
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Oh, yeah. That's true. Vi's sick of the brooding, is ready for Zebebe to come back to her. So she takes a page out of his playbook and reaches for a quill and parchment.
Okay, DMX's best song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Is the best version.
Do you remember how much DMX was played at my wedding? Because the boys kept on going and requesting it, and drunk Grandma Pam kept dancing to it. She was so drunk she had a pirate eye dancing to DMX.
When you thought it was a blast, I like blinked and it was over, and I was sober for the whole thing.
My wedding was pretty fucking fun.
Like the fact that I had that much fun sober and pregnant, like that's a testament to how fun your wedding was.
You guys, I was a terrible bride though, because I didn't go around and really talk to people that much. I was like, "No, I'm on the dance floor. If you want to talk to me, you can come here." And I was there the whole time.
But I feel like everybody knows if it comes to you in a dance floor, it's game over. Like no one else exists except for you and the dance floor.
Yeah. Me and the dance floor against the world. They're still at the flight field. They're still at the flight field.
Flight field in Chapter Park.
At the flight field. And of course, Taryn has no problem being at the front because he's HBIC. And Darna is still a sad sack. Zayden is assisting Kaori and teaching the group how to do a battle. A sad sack? I just... Do you
know my mind is not
a sad ball sack?
Yeah, well, all sacks are sad.
No, my dad used to say, "Okay, you sad sack." Maybe it is because he was talking about balls. It's my dad. Zayden is assisting Kaori in teaching the group how to do a battle mount. Bodhi is the first to do his thing, and Vi says, "Sometimes I forget just how nearly perfect Bodhi is at everything." Zayden replies with, "He's my cousin. Of course he's exceptional." Vi jokes, "Without the arrogance, maybe I fell for the wrong." Zayden quickly with, "It would be a shame to kill my last living relative. Sorry, Italia. You and your boys don't count." But, like, poor Bodhi, he really doesn't get the credit and attention he deserves.
I wonder if Bodhi wants the recognition, but Zayden suppresses him and overshadows on purpose to protect him. You know, like, so people forget about him and don't target him. Zayden explicitly said, "It would be a shame to kill my last living relative."
Regulators, go ahead.
But the man always has a plan. What if that's like, this is by design?
Yeah, so people don't know how powerful he actually is. Like,
Yeah, like I said, people forget about him, don't target, because if they end, that's the last living heir to Horatia. Well, I guess there's the twin or the boys, but they don't.
I mean, half siblings don't count.
After Vi's little chit chat before the super secret meeting where she shared that Zayden is Venom, Sawyer showed up and is between Sleeshug's claws. I'm just like such a proud mom right now. Like, Sawyer needs the love and the encouragement. Here I am.
You're really a cheerleader of these boys today.
I know, that's a boy mom. I'm like, they're doing good things. Like, they need the recognition.
They all try doing their dismount. Vi does it in a different but spectacular fashion. Surprise. No, it's really hard for me not to do a surprise.
You might as well just do it.
It's Zayden's birthday. and which means he is an Aries for sure. So Vi wrote him a letter and an onyx metal wrist cuff with a piece of turret from Ryerson House because that's the vision she's clinging to. The both of them holding hands looking over the city. The birthday boy gives her a little kissy fishy and he tells her to run because he will just get worse. But she says she never will. Then Felix shows up, which is a surprise, because he hates Basgiath. I wrote hats, but that's okay. But he needed to tell Xaden another wyvern got through the wards. They're failing. But he came to train Violet because he isn't sure they have a month until she gets to Eratia, which total buzzkill. Some might call a sad sack.
Which we now know the meaning of.
Do we think during this time when Xaden has been brooding since he got back, he's really been working on his game plan?
Yeah, he's imbuing the wedding ring since he had it made way back.
I feel like my hard-on for Stephanie and Lyra is your hard-on for anything imbuing.
I know, I really believe in it.
And I support it, but I'm just saying I always have to bring up and talk about Theophany every episode, and you have to talk about imbuing. It wouldn't be our podcast if we didn't.
It's just, there's got to be such a huge purpose for it. I mean, there is. They imbue a fucking ward stone, so why can't they use their magic to, like,
you don't need to
convince me.
I'm on your side.
Okay, so I fucking love Terran and him bending the typical dragon rules that Kaori thinks all dragons have. I feel like it's showing that the dragons are ready for change, like in the Empyrean. Sleeshig does the same things for Sawyer. Kaori saying that was unorthodox because you don't know everything about dragons. Kaori is cool and seemingly on the right side, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's very misinformed. And also, Carrie walks up looking like he wants to say something, but a red swordtail lands farther down the field, catching his attention. He simply tips his chin and walks toward the dragon, leaving Violet alone with Xaden. But I don't know, Carrie raises some red flags for me.
I know. I don't know how I feel about him, to be honest. Like, I see some good in him, but I think it may just be that it's like he's so entrenched in Basgiath and like wanting to be close to the dragons that he doesn't see the full picture sometimes, or he's not willing to do what's right.
Yes. Just, he's got my red flags going for sure. They raised. And like, not to say that he's bad, but just something doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, but I don't really know exactly what it is. But I'm with you.
Same.
I mean, he has like stuck up for Vi and was like went against Varish. So there's obviously good in him, but it could be a nurture versus nature thing where it's just like he's so used to being, entrenched in the system.
Yeah. Hopefully we find out if he's a homie, a friend, or foe.
He's a part of the establishment. That's a problem.
Yes. I agree.
Oh.
Are you ready to get into the Onyx bracelet?
Where are you taking us, Kylie?
We're going to go to Onyx Gem School because Violet could have chosen this for several reasons. Let's talk about Onyx, Black Onyx specifically. So Onyx provides a grounding. Black Onyx provides the highest degree of grounding to the body's root chakra. This is also known as the grounding center. Also partial woo-woo school.
It's okay.
So the black stone tempers the emotions of those who wear it. The dark stone may even have positive, elated feelings with a dose of reality and lift negative emotions. This stone may bring calm and tranquility, which are all things that Xaden needs. And black onyx balances conflicting drives and emotions, bringing a sense of calm to its wearers. Many people associate the beautiful dark stone with steadiness, trustworthiness, and fidelity. It is also associated with good judgment and fortune. So, this could encourage Xaden to make good choices, not channel. Sell a little bit of his soul. Spiritually, the dark stone may guard emotions against harm. Owners can wear it as a charm to provide protection and good fortune. It may also provide willpower and the ability to defeat all opponents. Those facing fierce opposition could wear these elegant bracelets as a shield from harm. The stone could work as a form of strength to fight physical and spiritual enemies. Those who may be in physical or spiritual danger could wear black onyx as a symbolism of protection. It may also be a catalyst for strength and protection in battles. So black onyx also dispels evil and temptation. It repels evil spirits and temptations with black onyx. This beautiful stone gives its wearers the strength to battle temptation and win. The stone can be a meaningful reminder of a clear goal and your strength of conviction to keep your promises. These stones can be a powerful tool in breaking a bad habit. Wielding, from, channeling from the
I like
earth.
how you went wielding.
As if anybody can see but you. The black onyx promotes spiritual healing. Another benefit to wearing this stone is that since black onyx is a powerful grounding force, the stone connects your soul to the earth. For meditation, it may center its wearers and connect them with planet Earth or wherever they live. It will awaken the senses, including psychic ones and the third eye chakra. A black onyx and your pulse point. So black onyx bracelet places the physical and spiritual powers of this stone by your pulse. Wearers believe that the pulse amplifies the effects of black onyx. This may aid in higher cell regeneration, immunity to disease, and stamina. So if there is a poison in it, like it may be protecting him based on the pulse. And it can help break bad habits. Likewise, people who are trying to break bad habits may gain clarity and decisiveness as well as stronger willpower from this onyx. Wearing a black onyx bracelet can help wearers remember their goals for healthier habits or for giving up bad habits. And I think Violet didn't choose this bracelet because it was cute or would look good with Zayden's skin tone. I think that there's something more behind it.
Onyx, yet amber eyes.
And obviously, like the turret, it symbolizes like their history, but the black onyx part of it, like
maybe the book is called Onyx Storm.
Maybe, yeah, it's just gonna start raining gems.
It's a raining gems. Hallelujah.
The fact that fits so perfect. Our show is half musical.
I apologize, but I don't.
Sorry, not sorry. We definitely touched on a lot of things. The theme of 6, there's 6 Irids, 6 crates of daggers. We touched a lot on how Riddick we think is good. Obviously, Black Onyx has a little bit more meaning than we thought.
This is true. We did do. we talked about Irids and them being magic, and then wondering if our girl and Darna can heal magic. We talked about Venin and their souls are being poisoned. What else do we say? Yeah, intention. We bring up again about intention and turning. Does it make a difference? Is Bougie BT Venin or Lisa Venin sympathizer?
Is he colluding with King Tory? Is King Tory supplying the Venin army by keeping his borders closed?
The way that you said it with such attitude. Also,
well, I'm pissed at King Tory for that.
Kylie almost died. There was that. Mm-hmm. And really, there was a lot of love for Riddick from you.
This was a Riddick love episode.
Nope. See, I almost sang again and I stopped. So I'm growing.
That's our thoughts on chapters 41 through 45. We have new episodes every Wednesday. Our next episode will cover chapters 46 through 50.
Thank you so much for tuning in and spending time with us as we go off on our little tangents. If you're enjoying listening to us, make sure you share with your book besties and you subscribe wherever you're listening. Check you later, alligators.